Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of United Kingdom numismatics as we explore the top 5 most valuable UK 2 shilling coins. These coins are not just pieces of metal, they are historical treasures, each with its own story, rarity, and value. We'll cover different years, mint marks, and conditions, providing collectors and hobbyists with an insightful guide to some of the most sought-after pieces in the 2 shilling series. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 2 shilling coin dated 1962, commonly known as the florin, examined here in a rusty or heavily corroded condition. At first glance, a damaged or rusty coin might seem worthless, but in the world of numismatics, condition, rarity, historical context, and unusual surface changes can sometimes create unexpected collector interest. In this video, we will explore the story behind the 1962 2 shilling coin, why a rusty condition raises curiosity, and how such coins perform in the auction market when values are measured in US dollars. The 2 shilling coin, or florin, holds a special place in British monetary history. Introduced in 1849, the florin was created as a step toward decimalisation, valued at 1/10 of a pound. By 1962, the United Kingdom was already preparing for the eventual transition to a decimal currency system, which would officially arrive in 1971. The 1962 florin was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and represents the pre-decimal era's mature phase. Millions of these coins were struck for everyday circulation, and they were widely used across Britain for shopping, transport, and daily trade. Because of this heavy circulation, many examples today show signs of wear, cleaning, corrosion, or environmental damage. The 1962 2 shilling coin is composed of cupronickel, a durable alloy chosen to replace earlier silver issues. On the obverse, the coin features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, surrounded by the Latin inscription identifying her as Queen. The reverse displays a crowned rose flanked by thistles, shamrocks, and leeks, symbolizing the unity of England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. While cupronickel does not rust in the traditional sense, coins exposed to moisture, chemicals, soil, or salty environments can develop reddish-brown corrosion, pitting, or staining that collectors often describe as rusty. This unusual appearance can make a common coin visually striking and, in some cases, more intriguing to niche collectors. And standard circulated condition, the 1962 florin is not considered rare due to its high mintage. However, when a coin appears in an unusual damaged or corroded state, it enters a different category of collecting. Error collectors, environmental damage specialists, and historical artifact enthusiasts may seek out heavily corroded examples, especially if the corrosion tells a story such as long-term burial, shipwreck exposure, or industrial contamination. While traditional collectors prefer clean, original surfaces, there is a growing niche market for coins that show extreme aging or unusual metal reactions. In this context, a rusty-looking 1962 2 shilling coin can attract attention precisely because it defies expectations for its metal composition. When discussing auction market value, condition plays the most critical role. A normal circulated 1962 2 shilling coin typically sells for around $231,000. In rusty or heavily corroded condition, most examples still fall within a modest range, often selling between $2 and $8 depending on eye appeal and severity of corrosion. However, exceptionally dramatic corrosion, documented metal-detected finds, or coins sold as part of historical collections can sometimes reach $114,000 at online auctions. While these prices are not extremely high, they demonstrate that even damaged coins can have real market value, especially when presented with proper descriptions and clear images. If you own a rusty or corroded 1962 2 shilling coin, resist the urge to clean it aggressively. Cleaning can destroy surface details and reduce any collector interest. Instead, store the coin in a dry, protective holder to prevent further deterioration. When selling, be honest about the condition and describe the corrosion accurately. High-quality photographs showing both sides of the coin are essential for attracting bidders. Collectors should also research completed auction listings to understand realistic price expectations. For those building a collection, rusty examples can be affordable entry points into British pre-decimal coinage and offer a tangible connection to coins that have survived decades of real-world exposure. The United Kingdom 2 shilling coin from 1962 may not be rare in traditional terms, but in a rusty or corroded condition, it becomes a unique historical artifact with its own story to tell. From its role in Britain's pre-decimal economy to its distinctive design and unexpected surface changes, this coin reminds us that value in numismatics is not always about perfection. Auction market results in dollars show that even damaged coins can attract buyers when rarity, curiosity, and history intersect. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 shilling coin dated 1956, commonly known as the florin. In this episode, we will focus on a fine condition example, discussing not only its historical importance but also its rarity, collector appeal, and how much this coin can realistically achieve at auctions today when valued in US dollars. Even though the 2 shilling coin was once everyday currency, certain years, conditions, and collector trends have transformed it into a sought-after piece of British numismatic history. The 2 shilling coin, or florin, was first introduced into British circulation in 1849 and played a crucial role in the UK's monetary system for well over a century. By 1956, Britain was still using the pre-decimal system, where 2 shillings equaled 1/10 of a pound. The 1956 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, early in her monarchy, which adds historical interest. This period reflects post-war Britain, a time of rebuilding, modernization, and strong national identity. Coins from this era are especially attractive to collectors because they represent the transition between old Imperial Britain and the modern United Kingdom. The 1956 2 shilling coin is made of cupronickel, giving it a silver-like appearance despite containing no actual silver. On the obverse, it features the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, a design admired for its simplicity and elegance. The reverse shows a crowned rose flanked by thistle, shamrock, and leek, symbolizing England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. This floral design is one of the most iconic reverses in British coinage, making the florin instantly recognizable. In fine condition, key details such as the Queen's hair, facial features, and the floral emblems remain clear, even if light wear is visible. The 1956 2 shilling coin was minted in large numbers. True collector demand depends heavily on condition and eye appeal. Even coins in fine condition, or those showing circulation wear, can still attract attention if they have strong detail, natural toning, or interesting surface characteristics. Some collectors actively seek lightly damaged or circulated coins to complete date runs or affordable Elizabeth II collections. Coins with unusual patina, light corrosion, or honest circulation wear often appeal to history-focused collectors who value authenticity over perfection. While not extremely rare, demand remains steady due to the coin's age, design, and historical context. Current market value in dollars in today's auction and collector markets, a 1956 UK 2 shilling coin in fine condition typically sells within a modest but respectable range. Converted into US dollars, most examples fall between $116,000, depending on overall eye appeal and demand at the time of sale. Coins with better strike quality, attractive toning, or minimal surface damage may exceed this range slightly, especially in online auctions where international collectors compete. While this coin is not a high-value rarity, its consistent market presence makes it a stable and collectible piece, particularly for beginners and mid-level collectors. The 1956 2 shilling coin, condition assessment is key. Look closely at the portrait details, the clarity of the floral symbols, and the coin's edge for excessive wear or damage. Avoid harshly cleaned coins, as cleaning can significantly reduce collector value. Proper storage is also essential. Keeping the coin in a protective holder will help preserve its condition and prevent further deterioration. Collectors may also benefit from pairing this coin with other Elizabeth II florins to create a complete or near-complete date set, which often holds greater appeal and value over time. The United Kingdom 2 shilling 1956 coin in fine condition stands as a meaningful piece of British numismatic history. While it may not command high prices, its historical background, iconic design, and steady collector demand give it lasting value. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, this coin offers an affordable and tangible connection to mid-20th century Britain. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 shilling coin dated 1948, specifically in circulated condition. Often referred to as the florin, this coin may appear ordinary at first glance, especially when worn from years of use. However, beneath its modest appearance lies a powerful story of post-war Britain, royal symbolism, and a collector market that continues to grow steadily around the world. In this video, we will examine the historical importance of the 1948 2 shilling, its unique physical characteristics, how circulation and damage affect its rarity, and most importantly, how much this coin can realistically sell for at auctions today in US dollars. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or someone who just discovered an old British coin in a drawer, this detailed guide will help you understand its true significance. The 1948 United Kingdom 2 shilling coin was issued during a very important period in British history. Just 3 years after the end of World War II, Britain was still recovering from economic hardship, rationing, and rebuilding efforts. Coinage during this time reflects not only monetary needs but also national identity and resilience. The 2 shilling coin, commonly known as the florin, had been in circulation since 1849 and was designed to represent 1/10 of a pound sterling, making it an early step toward decimalization long before the official change in 1971 in 1948, The reigning monarch was King George VI, one of the most respected kings in British history. His reign symbolized stability during a turbulent era that included war, empire decline, and social reform. The Royal Mint continued producing circulating silver coins to meet public demand, and the florin remained an essential denomination used daily for transactions. Although silver content had been reduced compared to earlier Victorian and Edwardian coins, the 1948 issue still carried intrinsic metal value, which adds to its appeal. The 1948 florin were relatively high compared to rare proof issues, but many of these coins were heavily circulated, melted down, or lost over time. As a result, surviving examples, especially those with clear details, are increasingly sought after by collectors who specialize in mid-20th century British coinage. The 1948 2-shilling coin is rich in artistic and symbolic detail. On the obverse, it features a left-facing portrait of King George VI, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget. The king's portrait is dignified yet modest, reflecting the character of a monarch who led Britain through one of its most challenging periods. Surrounding the portrait is the Latin inscription identifying him as king and defender of the faith, a tradition that dates back centuries. The reverse of the coin is equally impressive. It displays a crowned shield flanked by floral emblems representing the four nations of the United Kingdom: the Tudor rose for England, the thistle for Scotland, the shamrock for Ireland, and the leek for Wales. This design symbolizes unity and national pride at a time when Britain was redefining its place in the world. The date 1948 appears clearly below the shield, making it instantly recognizable to collectors. The coin was struck in .500 silver, meaning it contains 50% silver and 50% copper. It has a diameter of approximately 28.5 millimeters and a weight of about 11.3 grams. Even in circulated condition, the silver content alone gives the coin a baseline intrinsic value, which often protects it from becoming completely worthless. One of the most common misconceptions among new collectors is that only uncirculated or mint-state coins have value. In reality, circulated and even damaged 1948 2-shilling coins still attract strong collector interest, especially when they retain readable dates and identifiable features. Because this coin was used extensively in everyday commerce, truly high-grade examples are far scarcer than circulated ones. Circulated condition coins often show flattened details on King George VI's portrait, where on the crown and shield, and smoothness along the rim. Some may have scratches, edge knocks, toning, or light corrosion. While these factors reduce value compared to pristine examples, they also tell a story of real historical use. Many collectors actually prefer circulated coins because they feel more connected to the past. Demand remains consistent because the 1948 florin represents the final era of British silver circulation coins before major economic and monetary changes. Collectors building complete date runs of George VI coinage or post-war British silver sets actively seek this coin, even in worn condition. Additionally, silver investors sometimes purchase circulated examples in bulk due to their metal content, which further supports market demand. Now, how much is a 1948 UK 2-shilling worth today in US dollars? The answer depends heavily on condition, eye appeal, and market timing. In heavily circulated or damaged condition, with worn details but clear date and design, these coins typically sell at auctions for $431,000. Coins with stronger details, even if circulated, can fetch $316,000, especially if silver prices are high at the time of sale. Examples with attractive toning or minimal damage sometimes exceed expectations, reaching $221,000 or more in competitive bidding environments. If the coin retains sharper features and falls into the very fine to extremely fine range, auction prices often rise to $114,000. Higher grade examples, although not the focus of this video, can reach significantly higher values. Proof or near uncirculated specimens may sell for hundreds of dollars, but those are much rarer. It's important to note that online auction platforms, coin shows, and regional demand all influence pricing. Coins sold with professional grading or detailed descriptions often achieve higher results due to buyer confidence. If you own or are considering buying a 1948 2-shilling coin, there are several important tips to keep in mind. First, never clean the coin. Cleaning removes original surfaces and can dramatically reduce value, even if the coin looks shinier afterward. Collectors prefer natural wear and original toning. Store the coin properly. Use coin flips, capsules, or acid-free holders to prevent further damage. Because of its silver content, improper storage can lead to tarnishing or corrosion over time. Educate yourself on grading standards. Understanding the difference between fine, very fine, and extremely fine can help you avoid overpaying or underselling. Even circulated coins benefit from accurate grading when listed for sale. Finally, keep an eye on the silver market. Since the 1948 florin contains silver, its base value rises and falls with precious metal prices. Selling during a silver price increase can significantly improve returns, even for worn examples. The United Kingdom 2 shilling 1948 circulated condition coin is far more than just an old piece of silver. It is a tangible reminder of Britain's post-war resilience, royal history, and evolving monetary system. While it may not always command headline-grabbing prices, its consistent auction performance, intrinsic silver value, and historical importance make it a respected and desirable collectible worldwide. For collectors, this coin offers an affordable entry into British silver coinage. It represents a powerful chapter of the 20th century. And for investors, it provides a combination of numismatic interest and metal value. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 shilling coin from 1966, specifically in very fine condition. Whether you are a seasoned collector, a budding hobbyist, or simply curious about rare coins, this video is packed with insights that will help you understand the significance, rarity, and potential value of this remarkable coin. The UK 2 shilling, often referred to as a florin, has a rich history, and the 1966 issue stands out not only for its design but also for the interesting market dynamics surrounding it. In today's video, we'll explore its history and background, unique features, collector demand especially for coins in damaged or circulated condition, its current market value in dollars, and provide essential tips for collectors looking to add this gem to their collection. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's journey back to the era of British coinage in the mid-20th century. The 2 shilling coin, or florin, was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1849, during the reign of Queen Victoria. The idea behind the florin was to provide a coin worth 1/10 of a pound, a concept aimed at easing the public into decimalisation long before it became official in 1971. Over the years, the florin became a staple of British coinage, undergoing numerous design changes to reflect the reigning monarch, national symbols, and commemorative events. The 1966 2 shilling coin was minted under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, featuring the young Queen's portrait on the obverse side, a design that had become familiar to British citizens. On the reverse, the coin displays the traditional crowned Tudor rose flanked by the thistle, shamrock, and leek, representing England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales, respectively. This particular coin comes from a post-war period when the UK was experiencing economic recovery, and coin production was carefully monitored. The 1966 florin is often noted for its excellent strike quality and the balance between artistic detail and durability, making it highly appealing to collectors. The 1966 2 shilling coin in very fine condition possesses several unique features that set it apart from other issues. Firstly, the coin's composition is cupro-nickel, a durable alloy that replaced silver in earlier florins. This composition not only ensured longevity in circulation but also made the coin more resistant to corrosion, a key factor for collectors who value preservation. One of the most distinctive aspects of the 1966 issue is the precision in its design details. Even in circulated condition, the Tudor rose, crown, and national symbols retain remarkable clarity, a testament to the Royal Mint's craftsmanship. The obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, captures the youthful elegance of the monarch with fine facial details and sharp contours, making it a popular choice among numismatists. Additionally, the edge of the coin is reeded, a subtle but important feature that adds to its collectability and deters counterfeiting. Collectors often note the overall balance of wear on a very fine 1966 2 shilling coin. In this grade, the coin shows moderate signs of circulation, such as slight flattening of high points and minor surface scratches, but all major details remain clearly visible. This perfect equilibrium between wear and preservation is precisely what makes the very fine condition highly desirable. While pristine uncirculated examples of the 1966 2 shilling coin are relatively rare, coins in very fine or even lower grade circulated condition are much more common. However, what makes this issue particularly interesting is how collector demand persists even for coins with minor wear or damage. Coins with slight nicks, edge dings, or surface discoloration are still sought after, especially by collectors seeking to complete a chronological set of UK florins. The reason for this sustained demand lies partly in the historical and cultural significance of the coin. As a pre-decimal currency, the 2 shilling represents a bygone era of British money, a period many collectors feel nostalgic about. Even in damaged condition, the coin serves as a tangible connection to mid-20th century Britain, making it highly collectible. Additionally, market dynamics play a role. Coins with slight wear are often more accessible in terms of price, making them attractive to beginners or collectors with budget constraints. Despite minor imperfections, a well-preserved 1966 2 shilling coin can still command a respectable price due to its age, historical value, and the popularity of Elizabethan-era coinage. The market value of the 1966 United Kingdom 2 shilling coin varies based on condition, provenance, and demand at auction. In general, coins in very fine condition are priced significantly higher than those in good or fine condition, as they represent a desirable balance between wear and preservation. As of today, a very fine 1966 2-shilling coin typically fetches between $123,000 in private sales or online auctions. However, certain factors can push the price higher. Coins with exceptional toning, minimal scratches, or provenance from a notable collection can sell for $50 or more. It's also worth noting that coins with slight variations, such as minting errors or die marks, can command even greater sums. In contrast, heavily damaged or poorly circulated coins may only reach $214,000, reflecting the diminished aesthetic appeal and historical integrity. For collectors and investors alike, understanding these value nuances is essential, as it allows them to make informed decisions when buying, selling, or trading. If you're considering adding a 1966 2-shilling coin to your collection, several tips can help you maximize value and enjoyment. First, always buy from reputable dealers or auction houses. Provenance and authenticity are crucial, especially since counterfeits and altered coins occasionally appear on the market. Second, pay attention to the coin's grade. Even subtle differences between fine, very fine, and extremely fine can significantly affect value. Use magnification tools to inspect details like the crown, rose, and lettering, and compare them against official grading standards. Third, handle coins carefully. Oils, dirt, and scratches can diminish their value over time. Consider storing your coins in acid-free holders or coin capsules, which preserve details while protecting against environmental damage. Fourth, do your research on market trends. Auction prices for the 1966 2-shilling fluctuate based on collector demand, economic conditions, and trends in pre-decimal British coin collecting. Tracking recent sales on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and dedicated numismatic forums can help you gauge fair pricing. Don't overlook lower grade or slightly damaged examples. These coins can be affordable entry points for building a collection, and with proper care, they can appreciate in value over time. The United Kingdom 2-shilling 1966 coin in very fine condition is a captivating piece of numismatic history. It embodies the artistry, culture, and monetary heritage of mid-20th century Britain. Its detailed design, durable cupronickel composition, and moderate rarity make it highly desirable for collectors of all levels. While pristine uncirculated examples remain scarce and command higher prices, coins in very fine or slightly circulated condition are widely sought after, offering both historical value and investment potential. Whether you are collecting for nostalgia, aesthetic appeal, or long-term investment, understanding the 1966 2-shillings history, unique features, market value, and preservation strategies will help you make informed decisions. As you explore the fascinating world of British coinage, remember that every coin tells a story of craftsmanship, culture, and the passage of time. The 1966 2-shilling is no exception, and owning one is like holding a tangible piece of history in your hand. Next up, the United Kingdom 2-shilling coin from 1960. Whether you're a seasoned collector, a history lover, or someone just discovering the world of rare coins, this video will guide you through every aspect of this remarkable coin, from its historical significance to its rarity, unique features, and its current value in the auction market. Sit back and enjoy as we explore the story behind this iconic British currency. The 1960 United Kingdom 2-shilling coin, often referred to as a florin, occupies a special place in British coinage. For over 3 centuries, the florin served as a bridge between the penny-based system and the decimal currency, offering a denomination equivalent to 2 shillings. Coins like the 1960 issue carry both historical weight and aesthetic appeal. Even in fine condition, these coins attract collectors worldwide due to their unique design, age, and the stories they carry from post-war Britain. Today, we'll uncover why the 1962 shilling coin is highly regarded, what makes it distinct, and why collectors are willing to pay a premium for it. To truly appreciate the 1962 shilling coin, we must first understand its historical context. The United Kingdom has a long tradition of coinage, and the 2-shilling coin was introduced in 1849 as part of the pre-decimal system. By 1960, Britain was experiencing the post-war recovery period. Economic growth, modernization, and social change were sweeping the country. The 2-shilling coin, or florin, was commonly used in everyday transactions, making it a familiar piece of metal to millions of Britons. The 1960 coin was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, featuring her portrait on the obverse, which is an important factor in its collectability. The reverse design showcases a crowned Tudor rose, a symbol of England's rich history and heritage. Each detail was carefully engraved to ensure durability and aesthetic appeal, which is part of why surviving coins, even in circulated or fine condition, are so valued today. Understanding the era and the coin's function gives collectors a window into the daily life of Britain during the early 1960s, making the coin much more than a simple monetary instrument. It becomes a historical artifact. What sets the 1962 shilling coin apart from other coins is its exquisite design and technical details. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, which captures a youthful and regal appearance of the monarch. The lettering around the portrait, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina FD, translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, emphasizing the coin's official and ceremonial importance. On the reverse, the crowned Tudor rose design is both elegant and symbolic. The rose has long represented England, and the crown adds a royal touch, reflecting the authority and heritage of the monarchy. The coin is made of cupra nickel, giving it a distinctive silvery color and durability, which is why many coins have survived for over 6 decades. The diameter of 28.5 millimeters and weight of 11.31 grams give it a solid feel, and the reeded edge provides a tactile sense of craftsmanship. For collectors, these features, combined with historical significance, make the 1962 shilling coin a prized piece. While the 1962 shilling coin was minted in large numbers, finding one in fine condition today is increasingly rare. Fine condition, in numismatic terms, means the coin shows moderate wear but retains the essential design details clearly visible. Collectors often seek these coins because they strike a balance between affordability and aesthetic appeal. Unlike coins in circulated condition, which may be heavily worn or corroded, a fine condition coin still displays the Tudor rose and the Queen's portrait with notable clarity. Demand for the 1962 shilling coin has steadily grown due to its historical significance and the nostalgia associated with pre-decimal British currency. Collectors and investors view such coins as a stable addition to any collection, often appreciating over time, especially when they are in fine or better condition. Even coins with minor damage or tarnish can attract attention at auctions if the provenance is well documented, proving that rarity is not only about condition but also about historical context and the story a coin tells. As of today, the market value of a 1960 United Kingdom 2 shilling coin in fine condition can vary depending on several factors including provenance, specific mint details, and overall demand. On average, auction prices range from $25 to $60 for fine condition coins, making it an accessible yet valuable collectible. Coins graded as very fine or uncirculated can fetch significantly higher amounts, sometimes exceeding $116,000, particularly if they have exceptional toning or minimal circulation wear. Collectors also monitor online marketplaces and auction houses such as eBay, heritage auctions, and private numismatic dealers for pricing trends. Over the last decade, the value of well-preserved 2 shilling coins has gradually increased, reflecting both the growing interest in British pre-decimal coinage and the general trend of historical coins as alternative investments. A coin in fine condition is often seen as the sweet spot, rare enough to be desirable, yet affordable for most collectors seeking to add a genuine piece of history to their collection. If you're considering adding a 1962 shilling coin to your collection, here are some key tips to keep in mind. Verify authenticity. Always purchase from reputable dealers or auction houses. Look for certified coins, ideally graded by recognized authorities like NGC or PCGS. Check condition, understand the grading scale, and ensure you know the difference between fine, very fine, and uncirculated coins. A coin in fine condition is desirable, but knowing what to look for ensures you are paying a fair price. Examine details. Pay attention to the clarity of the Queen's portrait and the Tudor rose on the reverse. These are the primary indicators of the coin's condition. Historical context coins with well-documented history or provenance can be more valuable. Ask for any supporting documentation if available. Market research. Track auction results for the 1962 shilling coin to understand the current demand and pricing trends. Knowledge of the market allows you to make informed purchasing or selling decisions. Proper storage. Store coins in a cool, dry environment using acid-free holders or coin capsules to prevent damage or tarnish. Maintaining condition is crucial for retaining value over time. The 1960 United Kingdom 2 shilling coin is more than just a piece of metal. It is a slice of British history, a symbol of national heritage, and a tangible connection to the past. Its fine condition offers collectors the perfect balance of beauty, rarity, and affordability, making it a sought-after addition to any numismatic collection. With its detailed portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, the elegant Tudor rose design, and the growing interest from collectors worldwide, this coin represents both historical value and modern-day investment potential. Whether you are a seasoned collector seeking to expand your pre-decimal collection or a newcomer exploring the fascinating world of rare coins, the 1962 shilling coin provides a rewarding and engaging journey into history, artistry, and financial potential. So, if you ever come across one in fine condition, remember that you're holding a piece of history, and potentially, a treasure with lasting value. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations of rare coins and numismatic treasures.